Hello, world. This is the Fellowship coming at you with a steamy podcast. My name is Sean.
They're always steamy when you're dealing with the heat.
Ooh, the heat is always fire. I'm Kenny. Take it. Take it nice.
Medusa.
Medusa is always a key to the party. You know what we should invest in as a group? A 360 camera.
Yeah, we should.
And then we could just place it in the middle and everyone can watch.
But for now, we don't have that. Who are you?
I'm Mark. I'm the life and blood of this group.
And
I'm Chad. Hello, how you doing? That's me.
so that is us.
Medusa, she turns you into stone, no? That's such are the legends.
Oh,
Such I've heard.
ooh, it
Such are the tales.
very much so turns me to
Whoop.
stone.
Thank you, sir.
That is our guest star for today, Medusa.
Medusa.
Yes.
Everybody
Give it
say
up for
hello.
her. Hey, Medusa.
She
How you
cannot say
doing,
hello back
Medusa?
to you, but she says hello in spirit.
She says hello in spirit. You'll hear her faint clicks.
Do you want to run another scenario?
Do you guys want to do that?
I'll run
I think
another
we
round.
should.
Think about your characters for a second. And who you want to be. I'm going to throw you in a weird
Well, give me
situation.
a
but
situation.
I'm sorry, but I'm not to
I
be
wanna-
trusted. I don't know why you guys trusted me in the first place. I'm gonna punch you in the arm. I'm gonna run.
A stealthy brute. Interesting.
Just think about what you want to be. This is a time of reflection, so if you're listening to this, think about your life for a few minutes. Think about who you are, think about who you want to be, and
Think of where you want to go.
What your stats are more important.
yeah, what are your stats?
As
How
a
much
human,
HP do you have? Are you agile? Are you fast? Are you strong? Are you intelligent?
do you have
These sort of
stealth?
things.
Do you have dexterity, as you guys say?
Charisma.
Charisma. Do you have a likable character?
And in this playthrough, is charisma directly linked to attractiveness, as some playthroughs are? And in certain editions, they aren't.
Are you
No,
good at
because being an ugly, charismatic person is badass.
True. Very true. Okay.
Tyrion days.
Okay, are you guys ready? Have you given your characters a little bit of thought?
I'm giving some thought.
So here's what we are. You guys are pirates on a ship.
Yes.
Oh shit.
And
Oh.
in the distance you see a maelstrom. Captain Marcus Lilly
Oh.
is
boy.
determined to lead you directly into the eye of the storm to try to save you, to find the calm, and you two are... You claim that he's mad, and perhaps he is.
Oh, boy.
So you enter the maelstrom, and far before you reach the eye, you crash into something.
Oh.
Your ship wrecks upon a
No.
dark shore. In the night, in the storm, you see nothing. You don't know where you are. You know nothing. You just have
We're
to
just
weather
in a
the
pitch-
storm and wait for the sun to rise.
Ooh.
It is a rough night.
We gotta build a fire.
You build a fire.
Yeah, I want to build a fire.
Your things are very damp. You need a...
Fine. Oh.
Do we have any explosive powder?
Yeah,
That we
we're
could
quite
use?
we're quite chilled as well. The night winds blow harsh
True, we-
against the shore.
How destroyed is our boat?
Shipwrecked.
Shipwreck completely.
Splinters.
Splinters.
Your mast is somewhat
Gather all
intact,
our resources
but
and put them in a certain spot. I
you
think
do
would be
have
a good.
gunpowder.
We do have gunpowder.
You do have gunpowder.
That's
Could we
good.
use a bit of gunpowder to help start a fire? If it's not too wet?
You want to
If
play
we
with
put
gunpowder?
If we put in
Yeah,
a
we'll
hole,
put a little bit, a safe amount, not to the point
Safe
where it
amount,
explodes,
yeah.
but the point where it accelerates a fire.
Right.
we'll have to lay.
So here's how this works. I'm going to roll. If it's below a 3, nothing happens. If it's 4 through 10, you start a fire successfully.
Start
And if it's 11 and 12, it explodes.
So two extremes, too bad. Ooh,
4.
that's
Start
that's
a fire.
good.
So
We
you
start-
get a fire.
We're lit.
Nice.
We got a fire, guys.
We're lit indeed.
And now you can see your surroundings to some extent, and you see that you're on a pale beach. It's still storming, but you're keeping the fire as protected as you can because you're in a small little overhang where the beach rises up to sort of grassy wood area. You
Yeah.
see trees, you hear rustling, but you're not worried about that right now. It's just the storm, right? So you see the scattered remains of your crew and of your ship. The captain is still raving, and What do you do next? That's on you.
I heard the rustling, and I ready one of my weapons. Or, I don't ready it, I just put a hand on one of my knives.
You have knives. So who are you?
I am a very dexterous man. I'm a man of basically what you would call a glass cannon. I have many knives. You can never have too many knives, can you?
No, you cannot.
I'm
I'm
always-
very dexterous, very quick, very good with these knives. But like I said, low HP, pretty cunning, pretty intelligent. But yeah,
I can hunt, survive on my own, witty with bows and such.
So you're sort of in a pirate crew scenario. You'd be the guy who goes ashore, hunts, collects
Hunts,
game,
yeah, I would
survives
like
on his own.
To loot, help find resources and such for survival. Keep an eye out on these.
And Captain?
Captain
you?
Mark.
Captain, well, before I owned my own crew and ship, I was known as a warrior. I would lead war parties onto other ships. My weapon of choice would be a ball and chain.
You do have that. You guys did hold on to your weapons. I commend you for that because in the midst of the storm, those things do get lost.
That's why I always got to keep your weapons handy.
Maybe-
of course.
Maybe that's
Mine
why you
was-
survived, because you knew what to prioritize in such a situation.
Exactly.
Anyway. Brute? What kind of armor do you have? What kind of skills?
I'm pretty lightweight.
put
I have some
more-
heavy leather, but something that can still keep me mobile. I'm definitely more brutish, straightforward. But that brutality and lack of mercy is what earned me my name.
Oh,
So-
nice.
Chad reaches for his weapon. He just rests his hand on it.
Yeah,
Is
I hear
alert.
I hear the rustling. Perhaps make a roll to see if by listening I can hear anything.
Alright. Just give me a second to drop to type.
That's okay.
Spider webs.
Spicy intermission. Dun, 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 dun,
Alright,
dun,
so
dun.
what are you rolling to do?
To basically listen into the night and see if I can hear anything amidst that rustling.
A twig snaps.
I pull out my knife
Ooh.
and I rest my other hand on another one.
So he rolled 2 6s.
I will. I walk up to Chad, behind him, to help him search for this mysterious crackle in the woods.
Captain.
I'm just gonna take a big old log from the fire and toss it in the direction of the the sound. Just gonna pick it up and toss it. Maybe get some light over that bitch.
Okay. 6 armed knights roar down the beach and charge you.
Oh,
Well, I'm sure glad I tossed a bit of fire to get him out there now, aren't we?
I pull out my bow and arrow, and prepare myself for a fight. I want to shoot at one.
They're coming towards you. You want to shoot at one?
Yeah, I want to shoot one.
You hit him in the knee. He stumbles over.
Oh, one down. Partially.
Alright, I take one of my knives, I aim for the head of one of them, and I
Ooh.
try to hit them.
That's probably a 7 or higher.
You hit him
You hit him.
right in the face.
Nice.
You're down a knife.
Oh, you're
Nice.
down a
Yes,
knife,
I
but
am
you
down a
were
knife,
down a
but
person.
I do
so
have
there's-
many backups.
You
So-
said there's 4 of them, right?
There was 6 of them.
6.
So there's
2
5
4.
more. Alive. You
Yeah,
have
the,
one
the,
down.
The one is
Yeah.
just stumbling. He's like, "Wait, I'll help."
Mark.
Alright, I'm gonna...
Holster.
Ooh. You know what I'm gonna do?
Eat some.
I'm gonna... Let's see here. Do I have any gunpowder kegs handy?
Ooh.
They're scattered about the beach.
You
All right,
to-
I'm gonna
you
run.
to
I'm gonna run for it.
They
I'm
don't
gonna
have-
let you guys deal with them for a sec.
All right,
Hold
so
your
just
ground.
keep-
I'm gonna run for
Damn, you're doing
a
it.
keg
Bad
of
idea.
powder.
I don't need to roll for that. You run for the keg of powder, and then the armored men arrive, and one takes a swing at Kenny's head.
I dip under it. Or no, I want to disarm him. I go to disarm him of his weapon.
Oh shit,
That's pretty hefty.
that's crazy.
That is pretty hefty.
What's the minimum roll here?
But an 8 critical, you succeed, and then you have his blade.
Oh
I want to
shit.
swing. I want to full force swing at him. He's defenseless.
Doesn't take much. and you got it. His head falls to the beach and starts to dampen the already moist sand with blood. Another one uppercuts at Chad with his gauntlet fist.
I use my dexterity to dodge away from it, and I attempt to stab at him by countering him.
You know, there's a part of the armor between the shoulder blade and the neck that is very weak to stabbing, and 8 will do it. So that's another one down. That's
Oh my God.
3 dead, 1 wounded.
And beneath the arm is
2 regulars. Mark.
The other
your
3
turn.
have shields, and
I
they
got
back
this.
off a little hesitantly. They're standing by behind their shields with their swords raised.
Ooh. Are they only aware of Chad and I?
They're aware of
Do they see Mark?
you two.
Because
Whether they saw Mark is up for debate.
for
Whether
debate.
some of them saw Mark.
I would believe that they saw Mark,
at first.
but they don't know what he's doing.
Yeah,
right
they
this
have no
they,
idea
they
what he's
probably
doing.
are just more on us because
Yes, 'cause
we're
we
just
yeah.
taking them.
All
out.
right. I got something in the bags.
All right.
I want to rejoin the battle. Pretty
Okay.
close.
Mark returns.
So let's say this were the campfire, and these are the knights, and Kenny and Chad.
Describe it as well as you
How do
can
we-
because
how do
we're
we-
on a podcast.
Okay, so if the campfire was behind us, and I'm assuming the shipwreck is south of us to the directional wise.
The shipwreck is off to one side, and then there's a small beach. You have a fire amidst a ridge bordering like woodlands.
Yeah.
Okay. So
So
I'm gonna see-
you're
And Mark
probably
ran,
more
Mark
next to the
ran-
fire than
will it
Mark ran back towards the beach. to
will
get
it take
himself
up a
in the
turn running back to the battle, or can I run back and then take an action?
you run back. That I think that uses a turn. You reconvene with your friends, and the others are still like the armored people are.
Yeah, they're still,
Up.
and they're pretty far. They're away from us, right? Because they're trying to back off.
They're not necessarily trying to back off. They're just taking a more
They're just
defensive
trying to. Yeah. They're
poise.
yeah.
All right. Well, that's my move then.
All right.
Chad, what do we do? Do you want to?
I move behind Mark, as he is the more hefty man.
Eddie.
Oh, Mark's not going.
Yes, I move behind Mark so as to protect myself from danger.
Very well.
He's kind of more the tank, I
Yeah.
would say.
And he's got something. He's got something up his sleeve.
Now,
Yeah,
are they
I
just
basically
covering?
just
Are their
moved behind.
faces visible to us?
Yeah, they have like their helms cover the tops of their heads and the backs, but they're pretty vulnerable around the cheeks and around the face.
Okay, so I want to scoop sand and blind them. I want to throw sand, like a pile of sand at them, just to distract them, and then yeah. Ooh.
So you get 2 of them with your sand.
Okay.
Rolling a 6.
Can I? I want to go in and try to take I just want to brute force into one of their shields and knock them
Well,
over.
you know he's coming at you, so
Oh
So what you really want to do?
no, shit! I didn't realize he was gonna come at me. I thought he was. Gonna...
how do you respond to that?
How do we respond to this? I don't have a large weapon.
You're gonna try to duck under his shield and.
Oh, I could try to.
Wait, is
What?
he stunned by the sand? Or
Yeah, wait. Did he get stunned?
2 of his friends are, and then the third guy is coming at you
Isn't
in
he wounded,
retaliation. Not
Isn't-
this one.
oh,
There's
no.
still a wounded guy back on the ground.
Oh, okay.
You might have to help Kenny, Mark. I'm behind you.
All
You
right.
probably couldn't interfere in this.
I'm gonna real quick just whip my ball, see if I can at least
Clock
get him
one.
out of the way. What are we rolling for here? What's the minimum? What are we talking?
So
I want no base
4 to
value
10 is
numbers.
okay.
with attacks, it's more in my head because like the number depends on the hit, and if it's too low, it won't hit. But if it's somewhere in the middle, it'll do a certain thing, and if it's higher in value, it can be like critical. And if it is critical, it's critical. Critical is 2. So you got a 5 here, and what happens with that is your ball knocks him back. It hits him. He's armored though, so he just like sort of gets
Trying to-
But
back.
he gets out of the way.
But you
I'm
did
just trying
save
to- yeah,
Kenny.
I'm just trying to
All
give
right,
So
you
you
thank
saved
you.
Kenny, and now it's your turn again because I feel like that was the knight's turn that you responded to, and that's sort of how
I,
Oh my
it's
gosh.
going. So what do you do, Mark?
I'm gonna tell you guys to get the fuck behind me, away from the campfire.
I'm behind you. Yeah, I'm already.
Alright, so
behind
we're gonna move behind the campfire, so the campfire's between us and the knights.
Okay.
Let them advance on us. Now, does that take up a turn, or can I go again?
Well, that is more of a retreat.
So yeah, we would
keep
call,
going.
we would basically call Kenny back to us.
Mhm, I come back. Oh, no.
Alright, we're gonna let the knights advance on us.
So the knights are advancing towards the fire. They're having a little bit of trouble seeing around it, as are you, because the fire is pretty big at this point. You used gunpowder to make it.
Ooh.
But they're unsure about which way to go, so they're sort of just like hesitantly creeping around the fire, and they're not striking this turn. They're being more defensive about it. What's your move?
You wanna try?
Anybody
Alright.
have an idea?
I have something that I've been trying. I want to... Might be a little bit of a hefty move, but I wanna throw the last of the... I wanna throw the
One of the
small
gunpowders.
tag onto it, and then onto the fire, then smack it with my ball.
Okay.
That's crazy.
So, this is a complicated move.
You wanna? Are you sacrificing yourself?
Nah, hopefully I won't get any collateral, but if I do, then oh well. I mean,
Oh,
the
you wanna
worst.
like freaking just make this? You just wanna like?
You might kill us all, man.
Look,
Mark, that might hurt you
I mean-
a lot.
you.
All right, we have to go. All right, so a good move. What? 8 through 11 is like perfect,
so-
where he doesn't get hurt.
Yeah,
but
8
and he does
I
a
think that
lot
might
to
be a
them.
bit slimmer that I don't get hurt.
That's,
I think
That's a high
So-
roll.
Either I won't get hurt.
But
Either
12. If you get 12, you get really hurt.
I'm not looking for like killing them. I just want to at least stun them and get their shields and shit out of them.
Oh, yeah,
Just
like have
get
them
them a
scatter.
bit. Yeah.
So, 1 through
Why don't you sweep their legs?
1 through 4, absolutely nothing happens. If you get a 4 through a 7, it's a success,
Okay.
and you are unhurt. If it's a 7 through 10, the gunpowder lands on the fire, but you miss it with the flail. And if it's a 10 through 12, you are hit by the blast.
Gonna get some
Yeah.
flack.
You throw it at the fire, but it rolls back towards you.
We'll see how it
Before you
goes.
see
Let's
it.
see how it goes.
Let's see.
And doubles, if you get double something, it's a complicated situation. Okay, I wasn't anticipating this, but since you got double, it actually divides by 2, and you have a 2? That doesn't make sense. That's not good, because this needs to be a good thing.
Well, what was an 8?
It was
So
good.
an 8
You did.
was...
I know 7 means
It
everything
hit-
works out
the,
fine, but
the stuff hit, but you missed the.
so now we just have a live barrel of fucking
gunpowder.
gunpowder. The fire?
So
You're
it
the-
lands... I don't know. You got a critical, though. I just don't... I think that you should succeed, honestly, for a critical. 4.
Oh, well, how much damage is it gonna do to people in the long run? Me and the soldiers.
What? Yeah, what's it doing to
I mean,
the
it would be a
soldiers?
blast.
It hurt the
It would
soldiers,
probably,
right?
at the
probably-
least, blow you.
I'm assuming you.
backwards.
I'm assuming
Yeah,
it would be
you-
more.
How long's your like your ball? Just
Maybe 5 meters. I mean, at most, I can swing it like maybe 10 feet, 11 feet.
oh shit. Well,
So-
man, you're pretty far back.
It still kind of knocks you back a little bit, because...
I'm assuming
It's
it's,
like
more
you land
dust and
safely.
pressure than actually like splintery explosions. Just because it's mostly gunpowder. But
You know, like, all the knights are caught in the flame. They were really close to the fire, far closer than you, and they're sort of... They're, like, knocked back. You don't know what's happening with them, but... They're fucked. Yeah, man.
Fuck.
You
Stunned
fucked them up.
Stunned or fucked.
They're dead. You
Oh, shit.
You slayed these men.
Okay, cool.
And
Gang, gang.
then...
Okay.
Is there still one more?
Oh, the
There was
knee,
one
the
more
kneeling
that
guy.
was wounded,
There was
There's
one
the one
who
that
was
Kenny hit with his
wounded,
knee.
Yeah.
but you don't see him on the battlefield anymore.
I'm gonna go find that fucker. Get some
Yeah,
info.
I'm going for him, bro.
Do you remember where you shot him in the knee?
Well, you're a hunter. You can.
Do you remember?
Follow the blood.
Follow the blood.
Follow the blood. If you
Follow
hit him in
the
the,
blood
knee, he's
trail.
going to be bleeding.
He is bleeding, and there is
Are
blood.
you guys gonna come with?
Of course. Although it is storming. His blood may be washing away. That is hard to say.
Ooh.
It was storming.
We
so
could go look
It
for
may be
clues.
hard to track.
Do you trust your tracking skill?
You
In
are
the dark
pretty
during a storm? Do you guys just want to wait
Is
it
the
out?
fire still going?
The fire was blown up,
Yeah, it's fucked.
Ooh.
but there are like smoldering pieces of wreckage around, so you have
I would try to find
some
a
bit
piece.
of
I would
light.
try to get a piece of wood and potentially light the top on fire, so I could walk with something like a torch.
You succeed in that.
Can we,
You
can
do
we,
that.
can we check for a path that maybe the knights came from?
Ooh, yeah. If there's not
some
some
kind
kind
of,
of
like-
base.
Yeah.
Pretty close by if they're able to get to us that quickly.
Oh boy, we might be getting
So-
ourselves into more trouble.
Following, Kenny is able to find the blood trail. It's accompanied by footprints, so you follow these footprints. There's, sure enough, a small, hardly distinguishable trail. Looks more like a deer path, but something. And you
It's
follow it until, at a certain point along the trail, you start to hear voices in the distance and strange flickering shadows somewhere within the trees. And then,
what do we do, boys?
there's something going on over there. What do you...
Okay, I hear this, I see this, and I tell both of them to stop. And I say, that man probably went back to the rest of his men and alerted the others of what happened, whoever else was with him, and that's probably what's happening right now.
I'm gonna go look for
And
food.
that they're going
we gotta
to
go somewhere
and
else.
they're going to come back for us, basically.
We need to not go back. We're gonna have to abandon
Yeah.
our stuff.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to.
Probably.
We're gonna have to run.
So what
it.
you have on you is what you have?
I mean, we have. I guess we have a somewhat. We have weaponry.
With weaponry.
I can hunt.
You have weaponry, you can hunt. You might need to fashion some arrows soon. You don't have too many.
That's true.
That's true.
So are you just gonna leave this?
What do you think, Mark?
I think the best place would be to get up a high vantage point on the people, but not too far away, but close enough where we can keep an eye on them, but they don't really suspect us of being that close.
That's a
Some
good
kind of
idea.
high point. Is there any kind of high point nearby, or like cliffside or caves or anything that we could?
There are trees.
Trees. Climb the trees.
Okay. Okay.
Who's the best tree climber here?
I'm dexterous, that's true.
You climbed the mast a lot. You
Yeah.
were the guy who like went up to the
Went up
top
to the
and
top,
would
did that
fix
shit.
the mast
I could
stuff.
climb up the ropes and shit. Pretty steadily.
Nice.
True.
So if you creep a little closer, you can probably climb a tree, and then there's a clearing that this something is going on in this clearing.
Alright.
You
So
wanna do this?
I'm gonna go, yeah, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna go and try to climb a tree that's like somewhat close to that clearing.
Right.
So that I can watch and listen.
You just need a 6. No, you just need a 5 because you're a dexterous man.
Nine.
You got it.
Let's
So you
go.
climb the tree and you look down in the clearing,
Alright.
and this is what you see. There's a long banquet table
Oh shit.
cast out in this clearing. There are lights, fireflies maybe, illuminating the pavilion of swords. And there are
Switch of weather.
naked elves dancing in the light of these bugs and in the light of the moon. It's not raining here anymore, and they have a gigantic fire. And over the fire, they're roasting the man that you shot with the arrow. They captured this man, and they're roasting him, and they're going to eat him.
Is he dead yet?
He's dead. He's cooking.
Should we attempt to make friends?
Maybe he wasn't when they spitted him, but you don't need to worry about that. That was...
Should we eat with them? Should we show them we're peaceful?
Should you?
Anybody that eats humans,
No.
elves are kind of
No.
fucked up. I don't
Okay,
wanna fuck
I
with
see
elves.
this and
You also hear eerie music playing. Some of them are playing harps and
okay.
flutes.
I hear this, I see all of this, and I go back to them. I leave. I've seen enough.
You go back to
basically.
these guys.
Yes.
Yeah.
And you guys
And
want to...
what I do is I tell you guys
We
that
need to get the fuck off.
yes,
this
we need to
fucking
stay away
island.
from them. They are obviously natives. I tell them what happened to the man. They fucking have eaten him. The one that
I'm
I thought
freaking
that they were meeting with
freaked out.
other men. No, they probably don't know about us. and we don't want to know them for sure.
They're fucking elves though, so they're pretty like sneaky. I don't trust that shit, so we should-
Exactly. And
Could we find the knights somehow? Because if they're fucking with the knights, and the knights are definitely not fucking with the elves. So
Yeah, but we're not fucking with the knights or elves.
true.
Why don't we make friends with them? Just not eat
I-
the humans. And
Yeah.
then we have guards. We have people who know their ways around.
I-
And then we can figure out how to infiltrate.
Don't know if elves are gonna want to be buddies with us.
I don't think they will be. My wager
No,
is
probably not.
that if we try to like meet with them, they will kill us. That is what I think. I think that they are natives of this island, and I think that they're crazy. And I think that they would view us as outsiders and kill us just like the night and eat us as
Yeah.
they dance in the moonlight.
But what exactly? Is there any details that any of you guys could recognize from the knights? Was there anything that stood out about the knights, like their faction or banner, anything?
Did they seem to be?
It was dark. It's dark.
I mean, you notice that they all had blue plumes atop their helmets, and they had similar armor. So they're together. They're not really a band of misfits. They are part of something.
Mm-hmm.
And they're garnishing colors. So like, or brandishing. They do have a color scheme to them. They have something going on.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I think honestly, someone with order and like that might be. I'd rather not be sitting in the jungle, waiting for some fucking elves or whatever. I think knights are at least human, and at least we have something in common with them. We could at least strike up some kind of thing.
But we don't know where they are. We
True.
have no idea.
Yeah.
Or if there even are more of them here. That could have been all there were. It's unlikely, but possible. I would say that at the very least we need to stay the hell away from them.
Jeez, you guys are still out here?
Yeah,
Yep.
buddy.
Yes,
Howdy.
Must be having a good time.
indeed.
It's-
Friggin'
Well, it turns out I am getting pizza tonight anyway, so.
Oh,
you're all right
nice.
with me,
all right. Good enough. Thank you, Shane.
Of course.
Good man.
Thank you.
Fuck, what was I saying about the knights? Or you were saying about the knights?
I wouldn't assume that there would be more of them.
Right. I mean,
Well, I don't know.
they had to have some
they-
kind of like shelter or something. Like they,
Yeah, there probably is a camp.
I want to find
Maybe-
their beef. Like, why did they attack us and shit?
Yeah, I think that at the very least we should seek out their camp. If not to reason or barter with them, then to take their supplies.
We are pirates.
Indeed.
And fearlessly
Get 'em on the sleeping.
bold.
Yes.
So you move away from the elves. You leave them to their banter, and as you get farther away from them, the rain continues. It was some spell that the elves had cast to keep the weather tame for their ceremony.
Really?
You re-emerge onto the small trail, and you keep following.
Word.
You are getting dreadfully tired, though.
Yeah, maybe we should set camp. Find somewhere to sleep. Stay up in intervals. I'm not too tired. You guys wanna get some shut up. Shouldn't.
I am feeling pretty weary, and I'm pretty exhausted from all of the chaos that's ensued.
Mark.
What are your plans, Captain?
Oh, whatever you guys. I can't have you in fighting condition while you're tired.
And it seems you're in agreement. You find a divot in the ground. You find
A tree, a fallen
a
tree.
tree. There's a tree, and actually its roots you can hide within. So
Nice.
We're
you
sleeping
take
with
shelter
bugs,
there
boys.
for the night. You take turns watching, and you all feel much better in the morning when you wake up. And it is bright, and the rain has ceased.
Would any of you like to go hunting?
I would accompany you.
We want to go hunt and find something to eat.
I'm gonna stick around.
You're gonna stick around,
I'm gonna
watch.
stick around, try to
Okay.
gather up some supplies, see if I
Okay.
can
We'll meet back.
dry out
right?
some clothing and
Meet
shit.
back here. That's a tree.
Sure. Yeah.
So you guys go
Hunt.
hunt. You
Should the
lead
higher the
hunt.
number, the better the score.
That makes sense. And Mark, you're back at the
Makes sense.
where you slept,
Let's go slay some shit.
tinkering around. All right.
Polishing my balls.
So how do you start the hunt, Kenny?
We're probably gonna go find some tracks. Probably find some animal tracks.
All right, you wander through the woods, and
They're gonna be fresh because it stopped raining, so you'll be able to see them much more in the mud.
you roll 2 6s. You find
Nice.
what looks like an entire herd of very large deer,
Oh,
The dung piles are large and
Okay.
the footprints are heavy. You can tell that they're
These
heavy.
are beefy. These are. We gotta be prepared.
You
Yeah,
follow
we need
the
to be
trail?
careful.
Yeah, follow the trail. I have a couple arrows left.
All right.
So
What are you up to, Mark?
I'm gonna fashion a spear out of wood.
nice. Keep it throwing.
Not a crude spear. Yeah, I guess some distance. Ball's not exactly always good.
Yeah, not always
True.
ideal.
Having range.
Good
is
for
good.
unarmed, leather-clad pirates, but not good for knights or fucking elves.
That's a good use of your turn. Chad, what are you up to? What are you thinking about?
Yeah,
I'm
what
with
would you-
Kenny.
Yeah, what would you?
Yeah.
like? So
Uh,
you
I'm thinking that
have
because
any
of their-
knives left?
I do, of course.
Okay.
Of course. I have quite a few knives.
You never have too many.
No.
That's
Yeah,
Wise
I've got
man
some
once told
like
me.
by my sides, like under my
Yeah,
coat,
just a bunch.
by my boots.
Okay, nice.
Pretty stacked. And I didn't get my knives back off of those dead guys, so that is a thing.
That's true.
You know how many knives you have.
Mhm.
I have no doubt.
And I,
Can I take a sip?
yeah. But yeah, I say to Kenny that because of the size of the tracks, that we should just be extra careful. And
So,
I,
yeah.
I wonder about a connection between the elves and the giant deer.
Mm.
I wonder.
Kenny,
I think we should go see how many there are.
so you keep following the track.
Yeah, at a distance. Like if we see something.
Yeah, we're being careful.
So I wanna attack one at least. I wanna take one out.
As you're proceeding, you see piles of dung, and as you examine them with your hunter skills, you see that they're quite fresh. You're getting
Quite fresh.
close.
We're getting very close.
Mark?
I don't really know what I'm doing back at camp. I think I'm just fapping and polishing my metal ball. But
He's
So
just
you-
chilling,
you
waiting
fap?
for us. He's just waiting for us.
Roll for a successful
You
fap.
smoke a little herb.
no.
Hey man, there might be a bonus there.
I think I'm gonna get some water. Any water springs nearby that I could find?
You go searching.
I'll go searching for some water.
You search for some water. You think you hear it trickling fairly close.
It's a worker urinating.
Back to you, Chad. Still following along, Kenny.
Yes. As I sense we're getting closer, I get 2 of my knives at the ready.
Yeah, I'd say I wheel my bow. Get ready. Move forward.
You think you see something in the distance? A little
I may
bit
see-
of movement.
I
You
may
hear
I may have seen some bushel move. I've seen it up ahead. We should go a little further. It looks like they're coming up. Hear faint noises.
faint
We
Almo-
approach,
almost like
we
eating.
approach carefully.
Mark. Find the stream.
Yeah, I find the stream. Oh, my canteen. Gonna wash some clothing, get some stank out.
Get some snack out. Mark's just like.
I'm
dish
chilling.
rich. Are you
I'm
gonna have
chilling.
dinner prepared for us? No, we're bringing
Fuck you.
dinner.
Yeah, you're bringing dinner home.
Yeah, you're gonna cook it for us.
Yeah,
Then-
I'm gonna be
then
housemaid.
we're gonna take your card.
Stop the fire.
I'm not exactly suited for hunting, so.
Okay.
All
Chad?
right. And now it's both of you because you
I've met up
come
with
into
like,
sight of the animals.
how many are there?
There are 12.
12?
There are 12 of these long-legged, thick-bodied. They look a lot like deer, but they have longer legs, and their antlers are
Crazy.
majestic. They're like
Majestic.
crowns.
Oh man.
So you
Oh.
have these very large moose-like creatures.
All right.
Um,
And there's a lot of trees around.
There's a lot of trees around. They're moving through the trees.
Can we climb-
There's at least 12.
Can we climb in the trees?
You can climb in the trees.
Would you want to climb in the
Yeah,
trees
we
to
would
get a steady shot?
We would climb in the trees, but I think that we should watch them more carefully for just a
Yeah,
little bit.
just stay in the trees, but
Just a little
climbing
bit.
the trees could be a move.
Because I feel somewhat I feel somewhat suspicious of these deer. I just feel somewhat suspicious. of them. I feel wary. They worry me for some reason, especially after seeing the elves last night.
Yeah,
So we go up in the trees and we watch carefully.
we just watch.
You guys are both pretty dexterous, so the deer creatures are not getting very far ahead of you. You're able to move through the trees from the
Ooh,
canopies
yeah,
above
we're
them.
We're
chilling.
badass.
Yeah, that's like Connor shit from Assassin's Creed 3,
Yeah.
tracking the beasts from above.
Mhm. Word.
And the trees are thick, so like
It's
it's
good.
not like now where the trees are so scarce
Yeah,
in this sad time, but the trees are thick and luscious and untouched.
indeed.
Mark, you still just chilling?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna head back to camp, take some water. Yeah, I think that'll
He's
be
hungry. It's only been like
Yeah, you guys are fucking
Couple
making me
hours.
starve. I'm a housemaid for you guys.
it's only
Can't
been
give me
a
some
couple
fucking food.
hours. It's really out hunting
Ugh.
a little bit.
Yeah, they're not back to camp.
Wow, success.
Success.
Okay. So
bad
do you want me to
feeling about this.
do you want me to shoot at one? Do you want me to take one out and then see? Hopefully they'll run away. From
Do we see anything strange with the deer? Is there anything
No.
strange in their
just-
behavior?
They're just bigger.
Anything
versions.
remarkable, I should say.
I mean, they're large, they're heavy, they have very
They look like
intense
an alpha group.
antlers,
Yeah, they just look like an alpha.
but they're
group.
just grazing.
All
There's
right.
nothing accompanying them.
After we shoot it,
to
we
your
can
eye.
watch still for a little bit before we go for it.
What will yes?
Would
So I think you should aim at the one that's like perhaps like
Not the biggest.
near the back of the herd.
Yeah.
Near the back of the herd.
Or less, yeah. And it make a loud noise, maybe. Scare them off
Perhaps.
after we shoot them, or it might yelp itself and scare
Yeah,
them.
that's true.
So you want to shoot at the deer?
Shoot at the deer. Ooh, 10.
10.
It's a good shot.
You hit the deer right through the heart.
Right through. We destroyed.
I feel
It-
bad.
I feel bad.
It
but
does
it's
fall to
first
the
survival.
ground and let out a sad cry, and the others scatter.
They
The other
scatter?
animals scatter.
They just leave.
No.
But it's dead
Brother.
pretty quick. Like, it doesn't take time dying, so it falls to the ground and it's
And now
dead
the
by
fun
then.
part begins. So we're probably gonna have to just drag him back.
So you climb out of the tree.
Yeah,
Do
if they
the,
all
do
scattered.
the other deer run away?
They do.
Yeah,
run
he
away.
said they
Okay.
all scattered,
Yeah.
so we could just climb and start trekking him back to the campsite.
All right. So you start pulling him back to the campsite. He is leaking a little bit of blood. You're not too
Trail.
concerned about it.
A trail. We might
Sorry,
be
what was
concerned.
that?
We might be concerned about
What was that?
this.
It's bleeding a little bit, so like
It's-
it
it's
has an
leaving
open wound.
trickles of
There's a
blood.
little trickle of blood leaving it
On the deer?
on the
Yeah.
deer.
So it's still alive?
No,
So
it's
it's
just
dead, but
it's just dripping.
leaking a
It's
little bit.
dripping from the cut.
I see. I like wipe some of it on my finger and I smell it.
And you smell it?
Yes.
Oh,
And
okay. Oh, we're walking it
just
home.
just making sure. Just making sure it's not like funky blood.
I try to get like maybe. Well, I don't know.
It's good blood.
Good blood, tasty.
The blood is good.
Yeah, I guess we could probably. We're probably leaving footprints, so the blood probably work either way. I guess go back at a point after we bring it back. We should bring it back and then go track like erase our marks. I guess.
Yeah, something like that.
Try
Or we
to get
should-
rid of our. Try to walk lightly.
Yeah, we'll probably have to set up a new camp
Mm-hmm.
after we
Eat this,
and
yeah.
such.
Just eat and ditch.
So you guys keep making your way back to the
Yeah.
camp.
Mhm.
You doing anything important there? You just
He's
happen-
definitely.
You know what
just
I'm gonna
clapping
do?
Cheeks.
clapping some tropical cheeks.
Wait for us.
You know what I'm gonna do? I've had enough of this waiting around shit. I'm getting ready to move out.
No.
I'm gonna start heading towards the direction of the elves.
What the fuck?
I'm gonna start fucking
What
some
are you
shit up.
doing? What?
I'm
You're gonna just leave
I'm
us?
moving back. Sorry,
You're heading in the direction
I left a
of the
note. I
elves?
left a note. Don't worry.
What'd
I'm
you
leaving a
say?
note. I'm saying I'm gonna be with the elves.
I'm gonna be
Catch
with
me
the
with that
elves. Oh my god. Chad.
I'm moving towards the elves. That's my turn.
He's a fool. We're gonna have to go after him after
With
we
my
eat this
spear.
delicious meal.
We don't know this, so we still don't know this. Are we back
Yeah.
at camp yet?
You make it back to camp.
Okay, so we see the note, and
We're
we
pretty
see that
hungry, though.
Mark is gone, yeah, but we are hungry.
So we definitely want to slice this bitch open and eat him a little bit. And then we
Despite the
would.
danger, we say
Fuck it.
we're still too hungry. Like we need to eat, and then we'll be ready.
I should bring me some snacks.
Sure, yeah. I mean, it's a deer. We can
Mhm.
keep some meat with us,
Of course.
some yerky. So we build a fire and we proceed to.
Cook some delicious meat.
As a
delicious
hunter, he knows well how to.
Yeah,
Mhm.
success.
Fillet him and such.
This is just. It's
Mark
not wet wood.
smells
It's good
the-
wood for making a fire. So you make a fire, you cook the deer,
Take some time.
you eat. The fumes are in the air, and then
Oh no.
back in the direction where you came from, you hear a roar. And walking towards you with pounding, thunderous feet, you see a 14-foot bear emerge from the forest.
God damn, I've been useless this game. Alright.
What the? A 14
Why did you
foot
leave?
bear?
To get into some combat in this
Do we have any more? Do we have any more gun? Do we bring any gunpowder with us?
Oh
No.
my god. We're fucked.
So it emerges.
Was the
And-
war within earshot of me?
Yes.
Okay. So my turn, I'm just gonna book it back. So
Should we come back?
You can book
don't
it back
know.
pretty quickly.
Wait, did you hear the bear? Did he hear the bear?
Apparently
Yeah,
Yes,
it was
it's
loud.
Yeah, okay, so he heard the
That
bear.
means a lot.
This
of
is like
people.
mythical beast roar,
Yeah.
loud.
Okay, fuck.
And the bear is a gnarly thing. Like, it has moss growing in it. It's got tinges of green. It's got
What?
flaming eyes and a bloody maw. And he's looking right at you. And he's looking right at the deer.
Oh my lord!
And Mark is booking it back.
I'll be there eventually. Yes.
I knew it. I knew this was a bad idea. I knew it was a bad
Oh
idea.
my god!
What do you guys want to do about this bear?
Should have just grilled some frog legs or something.
Throw it. Throw the food at him. Feed
no.
it.
No.
Feed it. No, we have to feed it and
He's
run.
more. He's more than that. He doesn't want the deer. He doesn't want food. This is about revenge. He's angry at us.
He could
It's one with the forest. The way it sounds. I don't know.
Could at least
I
just
think that
ditch
this
the-
bear wants to fuck us.
Should we run? Climb trees. Run through.
Bears
the
can
trees.
climb trees like a biff.
If it's a
very
fucking
nice.
huge bear, it's gonna just
14
like.
feet, bro.
Just
That's
like,
just like
He can outrun
tower.
you.
He can get to us in like 3
okay,
steps.
so
Oh my god. We're fucked. Fire. Throw the
Fire.
fire at him.
yes,
Light him on
Kenny.
fire.
I tell you, with my intelligence, I'm just like,
Light a bow and arrow.
yes, exactly, Kenny. Light an arrow of flame and shoot it at the
I need to
beast.
light an arrow. I rip off a piece of my shirt and wrap it around the front. And
Oh,
dip it in
shit.
the fire and let it burn.
It catches a flame.
It starts yelping, screaming.
Mark
sending a
returns.
A terror.
Has it found me yet?
Mark, you return to the battle at
Does
this
it-
crucial moment.
Does it see me?
It sees you.
It's
It
it.
sees you all. You just run out into it, and it's what the fuck?
Oh,
But it sees you. You're
Right.
with your friends now.
I'm gonna drop my chain and bow him. Get ready to wreck some shit. All right.
All right.
Blow a
So
load
Kenny
right.
has a blowing. He has a flaming arrow.
I have a
You
blowing
have your
addiction.
thing, and you probably pull out your knives.
I've got knives.
Now
at
you're
the
ready
ready,
to
yes.
fight. What do you do as a unit?
Mark, pass me your spear.
We're letting apples
I'm
on
a
fire,
dexterous type. It'll do me good. I need a better weapon than knives against such a beast.
Okay, you can have my spear.
Thank you, sire.
Can I have a knife?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Good trade. Successful trade.
so- Let me see your
Can I
power.
have
I have
Can I
a
have your
small
spear?
knife
Can I have
for,
your
like,
knife?
He tosses me the spear, and I throw him a knife.
Okay. I shoot another arrow at him.
You shoot the flaming
My
So
arrow.
he
final-
shoots a flaming
My
arrow.
final arrow.
He
shoots-
roars.
He shoots
You're
the
pissing him off.
But he's lighting. He's starting.
It catches. It like burns for a second, and then it just sort of goes out, and he's got some burnt fur and like a slight wound. But you really pissed him off.
flame. Oh shit! All right.
Now he's.
I want to
coming
shoot
at you.
directly at his face.
I say, like, we should all stay behind the fire. We should keep the fire between us and him so that he has to at least run through it.
Why don't we take any fucking gunpowder?
Because we're
We have-
stupid.
'cause
I
there's
didn't even
fuck-
get my knives. But I still have more, so it's okay. We'll go back.
So you're doing the same thing you did with the knights, where you're trying to keep him and the fire.
I don't think
Yeah,
fire's gonna
exactly.
do much.
Keep
It's
the
not
fire
14 foot tall
between
bear.
him and us. That's
Alright.
what I'm trying to do.
Now, is it 14 feet off the ground or 14 feet from nose to ass?
14 feet off the ground when it's on 4 legs.
Oh, okay. That's still pretty nutty, but Okay.
7.
You're back behind the fire.
All right.
The bear sniffs you.
Ooh. Should we try to throw something larger at him?
I think we should definitely spread out a bit more.
The fire. Try to get behind them. Chad goes up for the butthole stab.
I think that we should wait for him to strike.
Oh my gosh.
I think
Pretty
that,
hefty. That's a pretty hefty strike.
Do you guys want to do that?
I think that we should at least wait for him to.
I'm gonna go around its side a little bit. Keep its distance. Keep a good distance where he can't, hit me or anything. But
Okay.
right away.
Defensive.
I'm gonna go around its flank.
Mark
Walk
is
around, pace
defensive.
around its flank.
Yeah, I'm not
I
like
wanna
right
light this
next to the
motherfucker on
fire.
fire.
I'm not right next to the fire, but I'm still like.
You two should
keeping it
distract him, and I should go
between-
run up with a fiery log. Just run around him with it.
So the bear charges right through the fire,
Oh shit!
charges through it, spews the pieces all about, and pounces on you.
Oh
And it
fuck!
has you
I
beneath
run
one
up
claw,
behind-
and it roars in your
No,
face.
I jump on its back and I stab it in its eyes. I have to fucking get him off him. I have to get him
That's
off
pretty hefty, my dude.
Dude, it's... I run quick. Run right up him as he's on top of
So
Chad.
you try to climb up the bear.
Uh,
You jump on the bear. You
Dude,
stab into its hind, and it's shaking you. You're like on its haunches. You're
and
trying to get at the eye.
I'm just clawing at him with a knife.
Yeah, you're getting his back though.
Ooh.
You're not getting his eye.
Oh.
You have to. That's still some time away, and he's shaking you. So you need to hold on every single turn.
I'm gonna
Mark?
swing for its head with my bow. I'm
You're
gonna,
swinging
I'm gonna
for
try
its
to
head?
split it in the head.
Dude, if you miss,
I know.
You'll
I'm
probably
sorry.
hit
I'm
me.
sorry, but it's,
No.
wait. No, I'm gonna try to wrap it around its legs, its hind leg.
Okay,
Ooh,
that
take
is a
out a
much
leg.
safer move for your friend.
thank you, thank you.
So you swing at its leg.
Dude,
Where are you
I have-
swinging from? Are you
I'm-
swinging from behind it or from the side?
Give it a nice little whirl.
Like from the side. I'm trying to just wrap it around. Try to.
Ooh, 7.
So you hit its leg and it sort of stumbles a little bit, and it looked like
Do I come for... Oh, shit.
you
is this
probably it hurt you, but it only hit its leg. Like maybe you broke or sprained something, but it stumbles a little bit, and
My turn.
your turn. You're still beneath its paw. It's still all in your face, and it's ready to get you.
I have a knife at my hip on my left side,
Okay.
and I draw it, and I aim for the throat. At this moment of stumblage.
Oh, no. 7.
The knife lands in the throat, and the bear roars, stands up, pulls the
oh my
knife
God,
out of its throat.
I'm on the back of it still?
You at this point you jump off,
I fall
unless you want to try to hold on.
No, fuck that.
So it pulls the knife out of its throat, and then it starts to shrink, and it
What?
shrinks into a man,
Oh my god.
a very hairy man with a nick on his throat. It's like fuck, and a big old bruise on his leg.
No
Big
shit.
fucking bruise. And a little burn mark on his stomach. And he's like, what the fuck? And he throws the knife on the ground and you pick it back up.
Yes,
I
I
wanna,
do. Yes, I do.
I wanna circle behind
Yes,
this
I
man.
do.
And then he starts speaking a tongue that you understand. Because you're pirates and you've been to many lands.
Mm-hmm.
And he starts to explain some things to you. And he's like, why the fuck? I was just hungry.
So are we, bastard.
So how do you want to treat with this man?
I say we befriend him.
He's not out to get you. He's just like...
I wanna.
If he turns into a 14-foot bear
can we heal
when
him
he's
at all?
hungry,
Can we like tend to his fucking neck wound?
I want to ask
Yeah.
this man, does he have control over his will when he's a bear?
He does.
He
So
does?
has a will to attack us. The bastard. I hate this man.
And he explains he was just going for the deer.
so yeah, we could have fed him.
Alright, I was wrong.
So, you want to be friends with this guy?
Yeah, I'm down to be friends with this guy.
Alright, you all sit down and eat, and you feel a lot better.
I wanna ask him about the knight or the elves. I wanna ask him about the elves.
There's still plenty of deer left.
He explains some things. He explains that he is a druid, and that, yes, he does have some bestial instincts when he's transformed, but for the most part he has control. Like, attacking you and landing on you and roaring, that was instinctual, kind of. Like, he has this battle bear spirit when he's like that, but he... I mean, he wouldn't have ripped your throat out unless he wanted to rip your throat out.
Which you probably did, because
I
we were
suppose.
attacking him pretty soon.
We kind of went ham.
He leaves that at that. And then he explains that he's a druid. His wounds are healing quickly because he knows a little bit of healing magic.
Ooh.
And do you want to talk to him about the elves?
I want to ask him about those damn elves.
Yeah,
So, those damn elves indeed.
these damn elves.
Do they have beef with him?
He has beef with them. They owe him, dude. They owe him big time.
They
Oh,
owe him big time.
Big time.
I believe it.
Because you see, they lost a bet to this man,
To the druid?
to the druid. And it was the type of bet that you gamble on. So they gambled much. They gambled much of their knowledge. And he won the bet. And they never fessed up.
Bastards.
He offered them his service. Druids are rare even among the elves, and he was an ancient man, so he had much wisdom, but the elven knowledge. And you questioned him about why they were eating the man, and he was like, wow, that's fucked up. I didn't know they were doing that. But then he explains that the humans and the elves are in constant battle on this island. They hate each other, and
The soldiers.
I mean, the humans aren't much better to them, and the soldiers in the moonlight might have mistaken us for elves.
Yeah.
Mistaken you for elves.
That's what I had thought.
So
yeah.
we should go try to
So-
talk to these soldiers and maybe try to
Just get a
news.
boat and get the fuck off the side.
Well,
Whoever
that's
can
what
give
I'm
us the
saying.
best
If we can
loot,
go
should
there
side
and
with.
we can go stop. We
He
can
can
probably
lead you to the human, like, center, the human city,
Ooh,
so to speak.
should we go with him?
I don't know.
I don't know if we trust him. He kind of flipped on us and was like, "Hey, I'm your
I
friend."
think
He's an angry man.
I'm thinking perhaps we
What-
should
well,
go
we should
straight
see
for
what
the
his
elves.
target is. Why
Does he
he's
know
so
anything
angry.
about like the fireflies and like the wild, like the mysticism of their place?
So it's linked to the elven songs that they sing. When they sing, it fills the air with their magic, and
That's
like
crazy.
it sort of illuminates the fireflies to be brighter. There's like
A very much
the atmosphere.
saturated color and stuff.
The atmosphere itself is different. They can control the weather through their music, and they only come out at night.
Only
These
at night.
elves, they have a different like party in the woods every night where
That's
they
crazy.
feast.
You want
Lately, they've been getting crazy apparently, where they start feasting on human flesh. But like,
Are they just losing? Are those deer too powerful for them? The deer. Is it a real problem?
My opinion, they seem like just huge
Is that, I
dickheads.
don't know.
The elves?
Yeah,
Yeah,
and they're eating people. They're cheating this guy. I think we just roll up with the bear and the knights, fucking kill them all, sack their kingdom.
All right, let's
Take
go.
their
We
boat
have to
and
go talk
leave.
to the. We gotta go talk
I-
to the humans
I'm not a
first.
peacemaker. I'm a guy who wants to get a boat so I can finish sailing wherever the
Well,
fuck
maybe
we
we
were
can go
sailing.
barter something. Maybe we
Here's
can
what
stop
I
this
think.
cult. We
I-
can stop this cult in exchange for a boat.
here's a detail. You ask this. The elves, the deer are just creatures of the forest. Like, they're doing their own thing. The
Yeah, they're
elves
just-
leave them alone. They don't try to tame them or domesticate those in any way. They're unrelated. I mean, they can interact at times, and sometimes the elves might hunt them, but it's basically they're just deer,
Okay.
crazy deer. They could fuck you up if you tried to battle them in the open because of their antlers. But
Yeah.
I think well, this bear dude, he has a beef with the elves.
Mhm.
The elves have supplies and materials that we need to get
Yes.
the fuck off this island.
I agree.
I say we team up with him.
he doesn't want to kill the elves, though. He just wants to learn their knowledge.
All right,
But
well
what
then
if
let's go
by
to the
killing
humans.
them we can learn their knowledge? Perhaps they have some records or some such. I don't know. And if not, then we'll bleed them from the last man living.
I fucking hate elves.
So you guys want to attack the elves?
I think
I-
that we
I'm
should
down to
without
hunt
the
some
help of the
elves.
humans. I think
Without
that we
the help of the
don't need
humans?
the humans. In fact, I think that perhaps if we don't get enough resources from the elves themselves, then by killing the elves, the humans may become our ally.
That's still 4 of us against.
Well, what can
like,
their
a nation
champions do?
elves.
Can
Good
they put
thinking
us?
there.
Can they put us?
I
to
mean,
sleep?
well, if the humans have had a beef with the elves, and if we brought them their heads, perhaps they would compensate us.
Let's do it.
All right.
That's a
Get
very
some
good
gore.
idea.
I am an intelligent man, after all.
Let's do it.
I just
I'm
want to
down
find
to
their
hunt.
chief. Could we hold their chief hostage?
I want to.
We can't fight them head on.
You can do what you want. If you want to try to take their chief hostage,
What do you guys think?
I
we could
crafted a
sneak
sword.
in.
I want to.
it's your story, guys. Do what you will. You want to craft a sword?
I do want to craft a sword.
I think this might
How do you plan on doing that?
I think the elves will have weapons.
Ooh yeah.
Will they?
Or out of the bone of that large deer we took, a nice juicy leg. I cut it down.
Want to make a bone sword?
Bone
You could
sword.
make an antler sword.
Ooh, the antlers. Yeah, just something very
That's
sharp
crazy.
that I could just stab into someone.
So you make an antler sword. It is very sharp. It is very long, and it is somewhat fragile.
Yeah. Break off into
Mark,
someone.
can you make me
But it
another
will
sword?
serve.
You can make yourself a spear. It's just, you just find a straight stick. And whittle. I don't have a knife per se. I mean, you can have your
Yeah,
knife
I
back,
do
by
have
the
my
way.
knives.
Can I get my spear back?
Thank you. Yes,
Do
I
we
give
use
you,
it?
I give you
we
my
can use it.
spear
Okay,
back,
yeah, you can have your knife back. We're good.
Thank you.
Should we part?
I only have like a small knife
will
for
make
like
myself a
whittling
spear.
wood. I don't have any combat knives.
It's
All right, so
Out of the bone.
I think
of
we
the
can all
deer,
agree
a
we're gonna
piece-
go
a small
try to-
piece of bone. I will craft myself a decent spear.
Okay.
It's not very good, but
Probably
it'll
use
do
the
job.
leg bone. The leg bone was really long.
Yes.
Nice.
So I think we're all agreed that we're gonna go try to fuck up the elves.
Yes.
Okay.
We're
So
all
we
in
keep working
agreement.
with
That's our
the
plan.
bear man.
Yes. I mean,
Yeah,
well,
he can help us. He's a
we'll
big
see.
boy.
That's the thing. We'll see. Like by the end of this, we'll know. Like if he
Well-
goes feral and tries to kill us, we'll put him down. And if not, then perhaps we can work with him.
I don't know if I really want to worry about a bear dude while we're trying to fuck with elves. Because, like, to be honest, they could probably fuck us. They probably outnumber us like 10 to 1.
But the thing is, like we can't kill the elves alone without this bear man. The bear man is pretty powerful in his form.
Could we?
14 feet.
I mean, if we get with the humans, though, we can just up and sack their kingdom.
Can we though?
But will they give us that aid? We're just like a bunch of pirates.
Yeah, but we also fucked up one of their scouting parties.
Do
So.
they want to know that? They would probably kill us if they knew that.
You don't need to tell them that.
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't need to know that.
But there could be names since that dude. Oh, the dude didn't make it back.
Yeah.
Nobody made it back. The
No.
elves ate the only dude who would have lived.
Dude, do you think they found we would have to get different clothing?
Nah.
No, because they would have found our men.
What man? Ah, true.
Our ship. Our dead men. Should
Oh,
we go
yeah.
try to
I
see
mean,
if
you guys
that's
were all in
salvaged?
pirate garb.
Should we
You
go
weren't
see if we can
necessarily
find our
matching.
loot? Should we go find our loot first and see if we can craft stuff out of our loot?
Could we go
the
back to the shipwreck? See if
yeah,
we
we
can
should
do
go.
something.
We should go back to the shipwreck.
Yeah, no matter what, we can't do in our current form. We need more water
Yeah,
supplies.
you go
some
back to the
gunpowder.
shipwreck.
Some
That takes a
gunpowder.
day.
Is our stuff
it's-
still there?
I mean, it's a shipwreck. There's a bunch of stuff washed ashore and more is lost, but you can find basically whatever you need. Yeah.
I retrieve my knives.
Nice.
Am I able to retrieve anything? Is there anything salvageable from the captain's cabin?
I don't know. What did you have?
In general, captain stuff. Some navigation equipment, some maps, some extra gunpowder.
It's
some extra
swim into the
weaponry.
cabin per-
There's
You got grenades?
plenty of gunpowder and barrels all
Bombs,
around.
bombs.
Probably a couple
Tiny
muskets or something.
TNTs.
None of your maps made it. You did find a compass.
Okay.
Ooh, good. None of our maps.
Could we find any of our weapons from like a weapon storage room
A
from on the
holster?
ship?
There are
Our
weapons
gun?
washed ashore. They're a little bit rusty, but nothing you can't get off with a little bit of elbow grease.
I want to clean my gun up.
You have a gun?
My. Yeah, very,
His Glock.
My Glock. My Glock 60.
So I
My
All right,
mini-
Kenny has a Glock now.
Upgrade, yo. I want a 1984 Ferrari and a Glock 60.
The Ferrari didn't make it.
The Ferrari did. Like, the Glock.
But, and it's not a Glock, it's a rusty
No,
like
it's-
flintlock.
Yeah, something old school.
You've got 2 shots and then you need to reload it
Yeah, I need to go find some.
with gunpowder and
I take out like one of the rusty, just like light cutlasses, basically just regular pirate
Yeah.
sword.
Do
nice.
I?
Ooh,
Can
how many
I-
swords? Do we have a sword?
Can I find any of my? Oh, sorry.
Do we have a sword thing?
What?
Do we have a
There's
sword?
swords.
Do we have a sword like chat? Like a cabinet of swords?
Yeah, I'm assuming we have
There's
like.
swords around.
I'm assuming we had a
take
room full of
Yeah, I'll
weaponry.
take. I'll
You
take
can-
a sword too.
If you can't just find a sword, you can pull it off a body. There were knights there. There
Yeah,
were.
true that.
Take the shields. I'd take a shield as well.
You take a shield. Any armor?
Force. Armor. Any that's not like dented or destroyed. I don't think we fucked them up too bad. We got
No,
their faces.
you got some
Oh.
headshots, man.
Here's
Yeah,
the
we got
thing:
some
we need to be
headshots.
careful though, because if the humans see us
in their armor.
yeah,
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that would be-
we'll get fucked.
Should
Can
try to
we
sneak on?
can we toss the bodies
Sneak
into the
through.
ocean?
Maybe some of like the more simple stuff, like some of the.
If you want to.
Do you guys want to roll some of the knights' bodies into the tide?
Let them go.
I think we
Let
should.
them go.
Yeah, hide them. Oh, have you seen a group of men?
No.
No.
Just to be safe.
And then we could just say we just shipwrecked. We could just be like, hey, can you guys come
If
help us out with
anything,
our
we
boat?
could lie. We could lie afterwards. We could say that.
The damn elves.
Yeah, the elves had eaten their party, and we'd seen it, basically.
So are we gonna eat the humans?
No.
No.
But what if the
What?
elf leader's a piece?
We're not cannibals. What?
That's fucked up, Mark. Why would you even say that?
Look, man, I've done worse to survive. You don't
No.
know the shit that I've
I put a
done.
knife-
What?
No cannibalism.
No
Okay.
cannibalism. Well, maybe.
We're better than
You guys
that.
are pussies. All right.
You guys are pussy.
Could I look for any like grotesquely brutal weapons in there, like some brass knuckles or a meat hook or like another ball and chain or some shit? A sickle, something beefy.
Something beefy.
Um,
No, it's not bad.
so
Find a
just
hand cannon.
hand
Yeah,
cannon.
Okay.
Fuck yeah.
It's a cannon that you wear on your hand, and it fires a cannonball.
Nice. Is it also like a strong fist? Can you punch with it? Does it have like
I mean, you could potentially.
Yeah, I mean, once you fire that shot, what are you gonna do?
clock 'em?
So, that's your weapon. That was you like that weapon. You would wield it with the mace. You madman. If that's what you
Can I
want.
look for a meat hook? I want a meat hook.
You want to look for
I
meat
want a
hook?
meat hook. See if there's any kind of hooks. It's a pirate ship. I'm sure there's hooks. Or like a grappling hook or something like
8?
Mark wants a
hook. I want a hook.
You find a hook.
What kind of hook?
It's the hook you would use for. It's a grappling hook. First of all, you like there's a rope attached to it, so you can throw it and like pull
Oh
it back.
damn. Okay, I'm going ham here.
It's the hook you would use to hunt the great gray sharks, which are behemoths of fish. Like
So,
they're megalodon.
Hefty
Like
grappling
you would
hooks.
hook it. You'd try to hook it in the mouth with as many of these
Alright.
hooks as you can. That was the purpose, and then you hold the mouth open and you throw gunpowder into. That's how you catch one of these great gray sharks. But one of the hooks is still a pretty hefty hook on its own.
I'm gonna clip it to the other end of my chain. So ball on one end, hook on the other.
Do you want the hand cannon too?
Do any of you guys want the hand cannon? Can we give the hand cannon to the bear guy? Would he like that, or is he
No,
strictly?
I want it.
You want it?
Yeah, bro, I want to give it to him. What if he turns on us and he's just like, hey, your shit's mine?
Yeah.
I don't know. Hand
Alright.
cannon's really heavy.
Yeah. I mean, you already have the gun and the.
That's
but
true.
I don't know if we need the hand cannon. It's bit. Do we have anything small like a flintlock? Can we find anything like that, or a
He
harpoon
found
gun?
a flintlock. He just needs to dry it out
Oh,
and find some dry
Oh,
gunpowder.
you could just leave. We could just leave the thing.
Yeah, I'll take the hook. I'll take also one of the gauntlets, just a single gauntlet from one of the knights.
Okay.
That works.
I'm gonna bruise. I'm gonna bruise.
Nice.
I think
Do
that's
it.
good for me. I'm gonna see if we can find any food or some shit. That's enough weaponry for me.
You guys looking for anything else?
Maybe a fresh pair of clothes in the boat.
Yeah, I checked their bodies for like simple like jerky or something like just whatever.
Yeah, just see,
So
loot
you've
them.
got some-
Found some currency. Found some coins.
Ooh.
Yeah. Mind on those monies, man.
Of course.
I'm gonna actually. Can I search the knights for valuables?
You can.
That's basically what I did.
Ooh, yeah. I want to
What are
search
we
Some
them
like
too.
gold and all the, I mean their armor and stuff. That's the swords. They have some money on them. A
Very
few
cool.
have rings.
All right, let's take that shit.
We can't sell them on this island, or at least in this
Nah, but
civilization.
jewels are jewels. Everyone will always buy gold.
No, I know. I just in
Yeah.
case they know it's familiar
Yeah.
or something, and they know whose it is.
Yeah,
Sure.
we need to be careful.
We should stash it away though. Put in like a. Don't wear
Little
it.
pouch
Put in like a
in
pouch. Tuck
my
it
boot
away.
or something.
Yeah, for sure.
So it's night now.
You should keep the pouch. You're the captain.
I'll keep the pouch.
You're the captain.
I'm the captain now.
I am the captain.
Yeah, nighttime. Do you want to rest now, or do you want to look for the elves? Or do you want to do something different entirely? The world is yours.
Let's go to the knights.
No.
And no, we'll strike a bounty with them. We'll say, hey, we'll do this. We'll fuck up the elves for you if you give us this.
That's what I've been saying. We should go and try to barter, but first
Yeah,
we should
barter.
talk and try to communicate, because maybe they can send troops with us so we can have men to fight with us.
Sure, I don't trust that, though, because they would just end up stabbing us in the back. Like, well, we don't have to pay you then.
I don't know. We've got like some of their armor, like their valuables on our person. I don't know if it's a good idea.
Oh, yeah, we should probably try to just do it ourselves then. And then
Yeah.
just go with the stuff and be like, hey, shit happens.
Yeah, I think we should just bring
Ooh,
the
we could
heads
just
of
easily
the
say the elves
literally.
are coming and we just took the armor off the bodies of the cooked soldiers.
I mean, yeah, we could
There's just
bring
a pile of armor.
maybe. Oh,
Maybe we could find some info on the knights.
Ooh, Perhaps if we bring the valuables of some of the knights, then they will compensate us for returning them, basically.
Yeah.
Perhaps.
Could we? Is there
Might
possibly
gain their
any like
trust. That may gain their trust.
sigils or anything, amulets or
But no,
special
we gotta-
stuff that we could
we
present to
fight.
them? Anything special that they might find?
I mean, you can return the rings, you can return the shields.
Hmm.
The shields are, they have, like, the crests of the individual houses from each of the knights, which could be used to identify, perhaps.
Aye.
Give some closure. Be like, these are the items that were on this person. This
You
is
know
his
what?
shield.
Could the druid give us any info on how the elves are placed? Are they placed in one large city? Are they placed in small camps?
It's hard to say because you can't find the elves during the day. It's like they don't exist. And at night, they have those banquets.
Hmm.
And at night is also when they would do their hunting and their striking and their, like, warfare, basically. But during the day, they're just nowhere to be seen. They're implaceable.
It is nighttime right now. Are we sure we want to risk trying to
Oh my
travel
gosh. They
in
probably
that time?
blend in with the night.
They're not necessarily discreet. They, I mean, they have these big parties at night. They're almost
Should we go?
inviting people to come
Yeah.
join them.
You know, let's go.
Okay.
All right.
Let's go to one of their parties. Bring
Let's
the shields. Say,
Yes.
look, we just fucked up some knights, and we can work for you, or we can fight. Hopefully, there's not enough of them that we can't fight our way out of.